Members, good afternoon. It's the appointed time of the House Committee. We have a quorum. I call the meeting to order. Item number 1, confirmation of minutes of meeting. Minutes of the 12th of meeting held on the 12th of May 2023. Papers have been given to members before the meeting. So far, we have not received from members any proposals for amendments. I ask members to endorse the minutes. Thank you. Item 2, matters arising. Report by the chairman on her meeting with the Chief Secretary for Administration. On the last occasion when I and the Deputy Chair met with the Chief Secretary, the CS indicated that he was grateful that members supported the Legal Practitioners Amendment Bill 2023 for its passage, because the bill aims to handle national security risk brought by overseas lawyers taking part in cases involving national security. The CS also indicated that in order for patriots administering Hong Kong to create more strength and value, the CE thinks that officials and legislators need to work together to put together their strength so as to reach the common goal. Through interaction and communication, we forge consensus. We should have a macro perspective and a national and international perspective for us to build Hong Kong into a world-class city. CE's interactive exchange question and answer session was first introduced yesterday. The CE and members had an in-depth exchange. In relation to subcommittees on policy issues, the CS thanked the subcommittees for their valuable input in the past year. He looked forward to the suggestions from the new subcommittees so the executive and legislators can work for the benefit of Hong Kong people. Item 3, Legal Service Division report on bills and subsidiary legislation. There is one bill referred to the House Committee in accordance with Rule 54(4) of the Rules of Procedure. Fines and fixed penalties, public cleanliness and obstruction, miscellaneous amendment Bill 2023, CB, paper LS 33 of 2023. Legal advice, please. Thank you. The bill seeks to amend Cap 570, that is fixed penalty, public cleanliness and obstruction ordinance, to adjust the 9 items of penalty in Schedule 1. These 9 items are related to cleanliness and obstruction. The bill also seeks to, for 5 of the 9 items, if it is not handled by fixed penalty, if it is done through court, the penalties will be enhanced. For details, please refer to paragraphs 4 and 5 of our report. If the bill is endorsed, then it will come into effect 3 months after the gazetted date. On the 13th of December last year and the 14th of March this year, the administration consulted the panel on food safety and environmental hygiene. Members generally supported the legislative proposals, but they raised certain concerns. Well, in view of these concerns, members may consider forming a Bills Committee to study the bill. Thank you. Members, would you like to set up a Bills Committee? If so, raise your hands. Mr. Peter Shiu, Chen Hoi-yan, and Dennis Leung, and other members. The Secretariat will circulate papers to ask members to join. 3B, subsidiary legislation. There are 4 items for us to handle. Subsidiary legislation gazetted on the 12th of May 2023, paper number LS 34 of 2023. It covers 4 items of subsidiary legislation. Legal advice, please. The first one is LN 80. The Treasury will move later this year. So, in relation to the motor vehicle idling fixed penalty ordinance, if penalty notices are issued for violating the prohibition on idling of a vehicle, the postal address of the Treasury will be replaced by a hotline number and the website so that members of the public can access the hotline number and website to get the latest information of the address of the Treasury. This will come into operation on the 1st of September 2023. Thank you. In relation to LN 80. Members, would you like to set up a subcommittee to look into this? If so, please raise your hand. So far, no. For the other two items, they're in relation to commencement notices. They are LN 81 and 82. That is, to appoint the 1st of September 2023 as the day on which two orders come into effect. For these two orders, they aim to cover LED lamps, gas cookers, and gas instantaneous water heaters under the scope of the mandatory energy efficiency labeling scheme. The Environmental Affairs Panel has not been consulted. We have looked into this and found no drafting or legal difficulties. Regarding LN 81 and 82, would you want to set up a subcommittee? If so, please raise your hands. Please continue. The last one is LN 83. Well, this is to set aside 4 places for use as public pleasure grounds so that the general management and control is vested in the director for leisure and cultural services. And there is also one place that will cease to be a public pleasure ground. It came into operation on the date of its publication in Gazette, that is the 12th of May 2023. We have not identified any drafting or legal difficulties. LN 83, would you like to set up a subcommittee? If so, please raise your hands. Let me remind members that in relation to the 4 items of subsidiary legislation, the period of amendment expires on the council meeting on the 14th of June. Item 4, further business for the council meeting of 24th of May 2023. Government Bill, second reading, debate to resume, consideration by committee of the whole council and third reading. Road Traffic Amendment Autonomous Vehicles Bill 2022. In the House Committee last week, members have already noted the report submitted by the Bills Committee. Members did not object to the resumption of second reading debate of the bill. Let me remind members that the next anti-chamber exchange session will take place on the 24th of May, next Wednesday, between 9 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. This exchange session will be led by the Secretary for Justice. The Secretariat will issue a notice setting out the details. Item 5, business for the council meeting of 31st of May 2023. A, questions. The list of members with question slots allotted has been uploaded onto the website. B, government bill first reading and second reading debate to be adjourned. We have not received any notice. C, government motion. We have not received any notice. D, members' motion. First reading and second reading debate to be adjourned. The Hong Kong University of Science and Technology Amendment Bill 2023. The House Committee will handle this bill on the 2nd of June. E, members' motions. 1. Motion on formulating a comprehensive population policy moved by Mr. Kenneth Leung. 2. Motion on phasing up the management and maintenance responsibilities of the tenants' purchase scheme units moved by Mr. Chen Chen-ying. The wording of the 2 items have been uploaded on the electrical website. Deadline for giving notice for any amendment is 23rd of May, Tuesday. Item 6. Reports of Bills Committee and Subcommittees. Report of the Bills Committee on Residential Care Home Legislation, Miscellaneous Amendments Bill 2022. I invite Mr. Tony Tse, Chair of the Bills Committee, to give us the report. Mr. Tse. The bill seeks to amend the Residential Care Homes Elderly Persons Ordinance, the Residential Care Homes Persons with Disabilities Ordinance, and subsidiary legislation under these ordinances in order to enhance the quality of residential care homes. Major legislative proposals include A. Enhancing the minimum staffing requirements, B. Increasing the minimum area of floor space per resident, C. Enhancing the accountability of operators, D. Providing for the registration of home managers and renewal of registration of health workers. The Bills Committee has held 9 meetings to complete the scrutiny. In the process, members expressed concerns over a number of matters, including A. Allowing sufficient time for homes to prepare for the new staffing requirements, B. Creating promotion positions such as senior, intermediate, junior health workers to establish career ladder for staff working in homes to retain them and to attract youngsters to join the profession. C. Keeping the additional operating costs resulting from compliance with the new requirements at a reasonable level. D. Establishing a coordinated and effective approach to medicine management. E. Providing a clear guideline requiring certain persons to report certain events to the Director for Social Welfare, for example, a conviction of an indictable offense in Hong Kong, imprisonment sentence in a place outside Hong Kong, to ensure that the Social Welfare Department can receive the information in a timely manner. And F. Long-term demand for residential care homes and community care services. Details of the deliberations of the Bills Committee are set out in the report. After considering members' views and suggestions on a number of issues, the administration has agreed to make amendments to the bill. These amendments are set out in the report. Members do not oppose to the amendments and will not move amendments ourselves. On the premise that the administration will move these amendments, the Bills Committee supports the resumption of the second reading debate. The administration plans to resume the second reading debate on the Council meeting on the 7th of June 2023. That's my report. Thank you, Mr. Zhe. If members don't have any other views, the bills may resume second reading debate on the Council meeting on the 7th of June. If members would like to move any amendments, the deadline for giving notice is the 29th of May, Monday. Item 7. Position on Bills Committee and Subcommittees. As at the 18th of May, Thursday, there are 9 Bills Committee in actions. There are also 8 subcommittees on policy issues under the House Committee, 7 subcommittees on policy issues under panels. And on the waiting list, there is 1 subcommittee on policy issues. Any other business? We don't have any other business today. Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.